Ternyata kalau kita lanjutin main gamenya itu si ini yang membuat we become what we behold, si Nicky kalau nggak salah ya, dia punya work lain, project lain, ada stuff you can play di sini, ada explorable explanation, stuff you can play banyak nih, ada lizard person, lone wolf, see my back, stuff you can watch. Saya mau play yang mana ya? Ini what we become what we behold udah, explorable explanation, a hub for learning through play. Coba ini kali ya. Oh, kayaknya agak-agak susah nih. Jangan yang ini deh. Devolution of Trust. Coba nih. Oke. Fertilization. Oke. Off, on. Oke, on. Playing time. Wah, lama nih. 30 menit. Masih loading dia. Oke. Play. F11 ya. Full screen. During World War I, peace broke out. It was Christmas 1914 on the Western Front. Despite strict orders not to chillax with the enemy, British and German soldiers left their trenches, crossed no man's land, and gathered to bury their dead, exchange gifts, and play games. Meanwhile, it's 2017. The West has been at peace for decades, and wow, we suck at trust. Surveys show that over the past 40 years, fewer and fewer people say that they trust each other. So here's our puzzle. Why, even in peacetime, do friends become enemies? And why, even in wartime, do enemies become friends? Pinter juga nih, bener juga. Jadi pas lagi nggak perang gitu, lagi damai, keadaan damai, kenapa teman jadi musuh gitu ya? Apakah teman jadi musuh? Bisa jadi musuh. Dan kenapa juga pada saat perang gitu ya, lagi zamannya perang, musuh bisa jadi teman? I think game theory can help explain our epidemic of distrust and how we can fix it. So, to understand all this, let's play the game. The game of trust. You have one choice. In front of you is a machine. If you put a coin in the machine, the other player gets 3 coin, and vice versa. Jadi kalau di sini ada mesin, kalau kita masukin 1 koin ke mesin ini, player yang lain tuh bakalan dapat 3 koin. Dan sebaliknya. You both can either choose to cooperate, put in coin, or cheat, don't put in coin. Oke. Bisa main jujur, cooperate gitu ya, masukin koinnya, atau mau curang, gak usah masukin koin. Let's say the other player cheats and doesn't put in a coin. What should you do? Oh, pinter banget yang bikin game. Jadi anggap aja yang musuh kita atau yang player lain nih, ini kan saya, kita, yang topinya merah. Terus kalau yang topinya biru, pemain lain. Kalau misalnya dia curang, gak masukin koinnya, kita harus ngapain nih? Oke, kita mau curang juga atau mau tetap cooperate? Saya di sini mau pilih cooperate tetap. Alas, turning the other cheek just gets you slapped. If you cooperate and they cheat, you lose a coin, while they gain 3. Oke. Kita skornya -1, tapi mereka +3. Akan tetapi, if you both cheat, neither of you gain or lost anything. Artinya skornya 0-0. Therefore, you should cheat. Aduh. Jadi kalau misalnya tadi si pemain lainnya curang, kita harusnya curang juga gitu. But let's say the other player cooperates and puts a coin. What should you do now? But let's say the other player cooperates and puts in a coin. Oke, kita tetap cooperate. Sure, seems like the right thing to do. or is it? Okay. Because if you both cooperate, you would give up a coin to gain 3. Score +2 versus +2. Oke, kalau kita tetap cooperate, maka yang pemain lain juga tetap ngasih kita 3 koin. Jadi skornya +2 sama +2. Oke. But if you cheat and they cooperate, you gain 3 coins at their cost of 1. At their cost of 1. Jadi kalau dianya tetap cooperate terus kita harusnya curang, maka kita bisa dapat skor +3, mereka -1. Jadi seharusnya you should still cheat. Jadi harusnya kita tetap curang gitu. And that's our dilemma. Oke, itu dilema ya. Jadi trust is nice but it can let others take advantage of you. Oke, benar. Jadi kalau benar-benar trust itu sebenarnya bagus gitu. Tapi itu jadi peluang atau kesempatan buat other player atau pemain lain untuk ngambil manfaat gitu. Jadi kayak memanfaatkan kita, memanfaatkan trust yang kita kasih. Or shoot you as you come unarmed out of trench. Ya gitulah. Jadi kayak bisa nembak kita padahal kita lagi nggak bersenjata gitu, nggak pegang apa-apa. Sometimes distrust is rational. Oke, beberapa waktu kadang-kadang distrust is rational. Jadi nggak ngasih trust ke orang itu juga masuk akal rasional. But now, what happens if we play this game? Tapi sekarang, apa yang akan terjadi kalau kita playing game? More than once, lebih dari 1 kali. Oke, tadi kan cuma 1 kali. Saya juga belum tahu nih game ini. Now let's play for real. You'll be playing against 5 different opponents. Oke, kita akan main yang realnya nih. Kita akan ngelawan 5 pemain yang berbeda, each with their own game strategy. Jadi masing-masing punya strategi yang beda. With each opponent, dari setiap musuh atau lawan, you'll play anywhere between 3 to 7 rounds. Kita akan main antara 3 sampai 7 ronde. You won't know in advance when the last round is. Jadi kita nggak tahu nih kapan last roundnya itu berakhir gitu. Can you trust them? Bisakah kita percaya sama mereka? Or rather, can they trust you? Atau apakah mereka bisa percaya sama kita? Oke. Pick your first real move. Choose wisely. Oke. Oke, kita pilih cooperate dulu. Wis, sama-sama kita dapat 2 koin. Dia ternyata cooperate juga. Oke, karena dia udah cooperate sekali, kita akan tetap cooperate. Benar ya? Ini 5 round ya. Sip. Oke, sama. Your total skornya 4. Kalau kita cooperate, sekarang gini, kalau misalnya kita mau nge-cheat sekarang, kita curang, maka kita akan dapat 7 ya, tetap. Bukan 7. Kita nggak jadi masukin, kita tetap dapat tetap 4 gitu, maksudnya koin kita tetap 4. Dan misalnya dia cooperate gitu kan, maka dia akan ngasilin kita 3 koin. Jadi kita akan dapat 7 dan dia akan jadi 3. Tapi sekarang saya masih mau cooperate dulu. Baik juga dia masih cooperate sama kita. Oke, 6. Tadi kan udah roundnya udah 1, 2, 3 ya. 6 bagi 2 3. Bisa aja rondenya bakalan berakhir sekarang karena ini 3. Tapi saya coba mau cooperate dulu sekali. Oke. Ini udah ronde keempat. Tadi sampai maksimal 7 ronde ya. Bingung juga nih. Oke. Coba kita tetap cooperate. Hup. Oke. Sekarang opening 2 nih. Tipenya beda nih. Yang tadi topinya topi biru kayak kita nih, kayak gini. Gambar apa nih? Trapesium. Trapesium ya? Ya benar, trapesium sama kaki. Oke. Nih gambar topi kayak gini, topi bundar gini, aduh nggak tahu deh. Kayak kita cooperate dulu coba. Bajigur emang. Sekali lagi kita mau coba cooperate. Saya mau baik nih. Saya mau coba cheat juga sama dia. Oke. Pergi. Saya mau cooperate dulu sama dia satu kali. Oke, yang tadi tuh apa ya? Ngereset lagi, Ren. Oke, habis cooperate, saya mau cooperate lagi sama dia. Oke, sip. Ini udah 2 round, sekarang round ketiga. Wih, masih baik dia. Oke. Sekarang round keempat. Hapus. Sekarang opening kelima. Wih, masih baik. Ini kayak topi king gitu ya. Tapi kalau yang tadi perempuan, kalau yang ini laki-laki. Itu masih baik juga nih. Kita speed up main game ya. Sekali lagi cooperate. Hapus. Cuma 5 round. Oke, sekarang siapa nih? Opening terakhir nih ya. Opening 5 dari 5. Gak tau nih topi model apa nih. Kayak anak-anak. Oke, masih baik deh. Next. Bajigur. Ngecit ah. Gantian. Oke. Ketahuan jadi mirip. Oke, sip. Abis. Your total score is 33. Jadi skor kita 33, which ain't bad. Jadi nggak terlalu buruk. The lowest and the highest possible score are 7 and 49. Jadi paling tingginya itu 49, paling rendahnya 7. So who were this strange character are you just played again? So you just play again. Oh, oke. Jadi ini dikasih tahu karakteristik masing-masing. Yang pertama yang topi biru tuh copycat. Hello, I start with cooperate. And afterwards, just copy whatever you did in the last round. Meow. Oke, ada meownya segala. Yang kedua nih, always cheat. The strong shall eat the weak. Bajigur emang dia nih. Kalah tadi saya sama dia. Always cooperate. Let's be best friend. Oke, ini yang cewek ini ada tanda love-nya lagi. Love. Grudger, listen, partner. I'll start cooperating and keep cooperating. But if you all ever cheat me, I'll cheat you back till the end of tarnation. Wow, oke. Jadi kalau dia sekali dicurangin, maka dia akan curang terus selama-lamanya. Detective, first I analyze you. I start cooperate, cheat, cooperate. If you cheat back, I'll act like copycat. I start cooperate, cheat, cooperate. If you cheat back, I'll act like copycat. If you never cheat back, I'll act always cheat. To exploit you. Elementary, my dear Watson. Wow. Pinter. Jadi yang detektif ini artinya kalau dia akan start tuh, pertama dia akan nganalisis kita, terus yang pertama dia akan cooperate dulu, terus yang kedua dia bakalan curang, baru yang ketiga dia cooperate. Tapi kalau pas saat kita curang terus kita curang juga, kalau dia pada saat yang kedua itu curang terus kita nggak curang-curang tetap cooperate terus, maka dia akan terus curang untuk eksploitasi kita gitu, ngambilin manfaat karena kita takut nggak berani curang ke dia gitu. Pinter. Cuman saya kalah sama yang always cheat ini nih, nggak tahu nih. Oke, sekarang what if these characters were to play? Jadi gimana kalau karakter ini bermain against each other. Jadi mereka tuh saling lawan. Oke, kita lihat. It is tournament time. Jadi ini turnamen. Each character will now play against every other characters. There is 10 per matches and 10 rounds per match. Ini turnamen ya. Jadi tiap karakter akan ngelawan karakter lain, yang lainnya gitu. 10 kali lawan karena ada 5. Kombinasinya 2. 5 kombinasi 2 jadi 10. Okay, who do you think will get the highest total score? Think carefully about it and then place your bet. Jadi kalau dari 10 kali pertarungan ini, 10 kali permainan ini, kira-kira bakalan siapa yang paling tinggi dapat skornya? Kita coba analisis dulu ya. Si ini yang topi bulat ini, dia selalu curang terus. Artinya kalau dia curang ya, kalau dia curang-curang terus, secara logika paling mungkin potensi paling tinggi adalah dia yang dapat skor curang. Tapi ini dugaan ya, baru dugaan. Bentar. Sebentar. Forgot who's who? Hover. Oh, oke. Jadi kalau lupa siapanya ini siapa, ini aja. Kita hovering aja mouse-nya ke sini. Nanti akan dikasih tahu. Ini saya masih ingat sedikit. Jadi yang ini selalu curang terus. Terus ini yang pertama nih, si copycat. Terus ini yang detektif, ya, topi detektif. Terus ini yang Grudger, yang start with cooperate and keeps operating until you cheat it even once. After it always play cheat. Jadi kalau kita cooperate dulu di awal, maka dia akan curang. Setelah kita cooperate, dia akan curang. Setelah dia dicurangin, maka dia akan curang terus. Kalau yang perempuan ini selalu cooperate. Always cooperate. Artinya kalau yang perempuan ini nggak mungkin menang. Ini dugaan saya, nggak mungkin karena dia skornya nggak akan lebih tinggi dibanding yang curang. Kalau yang curang ini bisa ada kemungkinan dia paling atas, paling tinggi. Bisa ada kemungkinan ya. Tapi bisa aja dia kalah sama. Oke, dia lawan ini menang. Dia lawan ini juga menang. Ya. Karena ini copycat. Start with cooperate. Then it simply repeats what you did in the last round. Yang mana ya? Terus ini lawan Grudger. Pertama mungkin dia kalah karena dia cooperate dulu kan. Tapi setelahnya dia akan sama-sama cheat. Artinya kalau dia sama-sama cheat 0-0 terus tetap menang dia dong. Kalau ini lawan ini, si curang terus lawan detektif ya. Kalau detektif tadi detektif gimana? Lupa. After if you ever retired with a cheat, it plays like copycat. Oh. Otherwise, it plays like always cheat. Retailed with a cheat. Kayaknya si detektif bakalan menang deh. Udah pilih aja sembarang ya. Bismillah. Alright, you place your bet on detective. Let's go through the matches one by one and see how the tournaments play out. Oke, kita pilih yang detektif. Ayo kita lihat pertarungannya 1 lawan 1, 1 per 1. Dan kita lihat turnamen seperti apa. Oke. Match 1, copycat versus always cheat. Oke, si copycat lawan always cheat. Si always cheat menang. Oke. Oh, by the way, copycat pertarungan kedua, copycat lawan always cooperate. Si cewek ini. Roundnya 20-20. Oke, sama. You might be skeptical about what Cremer's true story about the World War I trenches. Surely there was just a fluke. Oke, next. Oke, match 3 copycats versus Grudger. Yang menang si copycat. Seri 20-20. Yes, the truth was dramatic, but it was neither unique nor unusual. Oke, Oke, sampai match 3 si Copycat dapat 39, si Grudger 20, ini baru 3, dan ini 20 karena baru satu pertandingan. Oke, next match. Copycat versus Detective. Ini sekarang kita habisin si Copycatnya dulu ya. Oke, ini terus-terusnya. 18 lawan 18. Seri. Not every trench joined in the piece, but it was pretty widespread. Many front lines came up with with the idea independently, and again, despite specific, strict orders not to. Keren. Oke, skornya di sini 18. Next. Si Always Cheat, si topi bundar ini lawan Always Cooperate. Skornya 30 sama minus 10. Wah, kacau nih. Oke, dia surplus 30, ini minus 10. And in fact, even before Christmas, several front lines already had established an unofficial secret peace. Next match. Si Always Cheat lawan Grudger. Nggak tahu bacanya apa. Plus 3, min 1. They call it the live and let live system. Basically, you don't shoot me, I don't shoot you. And this work in a lot of plays. 19-36. Next match. Match ke-7, Always Cheat lawan Detective. Yang menang si Always Cheat. Kayaknya sih salah. Always Cheat bakal menang nih. Oke, terus. You may still be skeptical. Most soldiers don't spontaneously from peace with the enemy. What's so special about trench warfare? Trench warfare. Saya dari tadi bingung artinya trench karena kita belum tahu. Translate. Trench. Parit. Oh, oke. Parit. Oke. What's special about trench warfare? Next match. Match ke-8. Always Cooperate lawan Grudger. Skornya sama, 20 sama 20. Well, here's what's unique about the trenches. Parit. Unlike almost every other form of war, you have to face the same specific soldiers every day. Oke, benar. Next match. Round 9 ya. Si ini lawan ini menang. Always Cooperate kalah dan si Detektif menang 27. Plus 27. It's a repeated game. And that makes all the difference. Okay, it's a repeated game. Next match. Ketahuan. Anyway, and the winner is... Drum roll please. Si Copycat. Aduh, tidak menyangka. Saya pilih ini 45 salah. Wow. Copycat. Apologies to your bad detective. Oke, salah kita. Copycat goes by many names. The Golden Rule, Reciprocal Altruism, Tit for Tat, or Live and Let Live. That's why peace could emerge in the trench of World War I. When you are forced to play the same game with the same specific people, not just in the same generic enemy, over and over again, Copycat doesn't just win the battle, it wins the war. Copycat. But if things change a lot when you play multiple rounds of the same game, what if we play multiple tournaments? Ngeri juga nih gamenya nih. Okay, next. Now, let's let our population of players evolve over time. It's a 3-step dance. Number 1, play a tournament. Let them all play against each other and tally up their scores. Okay. Satu, play turnamen. Yang kedua, eliminate losers. Let them all play against each other and tally up their scores. Okay, lawan satu-satu terus di tally di skornya ditambahin satu-satu gitu. Eliminate losers, get rid of the 5 worst player. Jadi menyingkirkan 5 pemain terburuk. If there is a tie, pick randomly between them. Jadi kalau ada seri, dipilih random. Terus reproduce winners, clone the 5 best player. If there's a tie, pick randomly between them. Okay, reproduce winner. Terus yang selanjutnya, repeat for as long as you'd like. Not, you don't have to wait for people to literally die and reproduce for culture to evolve. All that's needed is that unsuccessful behaviors go away and successful behaviors are imitated. So now, let's see this in action. Oke, terus selanjutnya kita akan mengulangnya for as long as you'd like, sesuka kita gitu. Not, you don't have to wait for people to literally die and reproduce for culture to evolve. Gak harus nunggu ya sampai mati terus bakalan reproduce for culture to evolve. All that is needed is that unsuccessful behaviors go away. Yang dibutuhkan sekarang adalah yang tidak sukses dipinggirin aja, sifat-sifat yang tidak sukses dipinggirin atau disingkirkan, dan yang sukses diimitasi, ditiru kita. So now let's see this in action. Oke, lihat actionnya. Wow, banyak ya. So we start with the following population of players. 15 always cooperate. Jadi sini yang selalu cooperate. Ini bukan cewek ternyata ya. Oke lah, si Pink. 5 always cheat and 5 copycats. 5 always cheat and 5 copycats. We'll ignore Groger and Detective for now. Oke, kita ignore dulu. We're going to do the tournament eliminate the reproduce dance a dozen times or so. Let's make another bet. Ya, di bakalan main turnamen ini. Kita bertaruh lagi. Who do you think will win the first tournament? Place your bets again. Yang bakalan menang turnamen siapa? Bentar. Siapa nih ya? Kayaknya kita langsung ngasal aja ya. Si always cheat, always cooperate, atau si copycat. Always cooperate, always cheat, start with cooperate, then you simply repeat whatever you did in the last round. I'll cooperate. Makes sense. Always cooperate outnumbers everyone else right now. Let's see if you are correct. Oke, makes sense karena always cooperate itu lebih banyak dibanding yang lainnya. Terus kita lihat apakah ini benar. Satu play turnamen. Cepet banget langsung. Oke, 3 eliminate 5 bottom. Oke, kalau sama di random aja. Reproduce top 5. Top 5 siapa? Ini dong. Always cooperate got eaten up by always cheat. Whose number have now increased by 5. Oke. Always cooperate si Pink dimakan istilahnya ya sama si always cheat. Whose number have now increased by 5. Let's try a few more round. Oke, play turnamen. 180, 315, terus eliminate bottom 5. Masih si ini dong. Wow. Reproduce top 5. Always cheat is still growing at the expense of always cooperate. Ini sekarang ada 20, terus ini ada 5, ini juga cuma 5. Play turnamen. Eliminate bottom 5. Ini dong. Reproduce top 5. Kayak random nih. Random kok ini sih? Play turnamen. Eliminate bottom 5. Reproduce top 5. That's right, they always cheat become a victim of their own success. Okay, they exploit the naive always cooperators, but once they ran out of them, they had to face the copycats, who are nice but not naive. Next, play. Eliminate bottom 5. The always cheat lost. Reproduce top 5. Pastinya nih. Jago nih. By simply copying the other players' moves. Copycats can play nice with each other. Okay. While always cheats just cheat themselves. Dia curang ke orang-orang dia juga. Not only that, but it also means copycat can give always cheat a taste of their own medicine. Okay, play tournament. Eliminate bottom 5. Reproduce top 5. And so the result, copycat menang. Eliminate bottom 5. Reproduce top 5. Copycat inherits the earth. So although your bet was off, the nice but naive always cooperate were doomed for the start. In the end, a smart from a nicest prevailed, and the always cheaters were squashed. This reminds me of a quote: "We are punished by our sins. We are punished by our sins, not for them." Albert Hubbard. And by the way, the result is similar even if we put Grudger and Detective back and study evolution process. Okay. Wow. Menang udah. Stop. Not sometimes a few Grudger may stick around, because when all players except Grudgers and Copycat are eliminated, it's a 2-tie. So it seems the math of game theory is telling us something. The Copycat's philosophy: do unto others as you would have them do unto you. Okay, maybe not just a moral truth, but also a mathematical truth. However, there's a problem. Next. Kok kayak gitu bunyinya? Look around. The world's full of total jerkword. If Copycat is the strategy in this repeated game of trust that's so powerful that even soldiers in World War I trenches independently evolve a similar strategy called live and let live. Why? Then there are so many untrustworthy people. What's causing our epidemic of untrust? A clue in the sentence itself. In this repeated game of trust. So far, we've only talked about change in the players. What about the change in the game? What could lead to the evolution of distrust? Before everything goes to hack, let's start with something nice. Here's a world filled entirely with always cooperate, except for one's always cheat and one copycat. Okay? Use the button on the right to start the simulation. Go through it step by step or reset it. Okay. Step. Okay. The copycat loss. Oh no. The always cooperate loss. Copycat in second, and always cheat wins. Connects. Okay. As you already know, Copycat wins handily in the long run under our current rules. But that's under our current rules. Which say that players play against each other for 10 rounds per match. Does Copycat still win at 7 rounds, 5 rounds, 3, 2, 1? Change the number of rounds with the slider below. Then start the sim and see what happens. Feel free to experiment. 5, 4. Once you're done playing, click stop. Start. Kok beda? Oh, si Copycat pasti menang ya. Copycat always win. 3x2. Oh, okay. No. 2 rounds per match. Up. Yeah. As you show, if you don't play enough rounds, here 5 or less, always cheat dominated. In 1985, when Americans were asked how many close friends they had, the most common answer was 3. In 2004, the most common answer was 0. We now have fewer friends across class, racial, economics, and political lines because we have fewer friends, period. And as you just discover for yourself, the fewer repeat interactions there are, the more distrust will spread. No, mass media doesn't count. It must be two-way interaction between specific individuals. And now it gets worse. There's another way to breed distrust. Here are the payoff for the trust game. With the normal payoffs, wins. Copycat wins. But now, change the bot corporate reward from +2 to +1. Then click start. +2 to +1. Oh, okay. But corporate rewards from +1. Okay. Even though +1 is still more than the punishment for bot cheating, what happens? Okay, copycat wins. Oh, always cheat. Zero. Start. Always cheat. Oh, maksimum 5. Okay, let's cover it win. Okay, continue dulu. The same thing happens with the lower win-win rewards. Always cheat takeovers. Game theory has two powerful ideas about this. Zero-sum game. This is a sadly common belief that a gain for us must come at a loss to them, and vice versa. Okay? Non-zero-sum game. This is when people make the hard effort to create a win-win solution, or at least avoid a loss-loss. Without the non-zero-sum game, trust cannot evolve. Without the non-zero-sum game, trust cannot evolve. Speaking of which, let's now look at our third and final barrier to the evolution of trust. Mistakes. Okay. Siapa sih yang bikin game nih? Kayaknya keren juga orangnya. As cool as Copycat is, it has a huge fatal weakness I haven't mentioned it yet. To understand the problem, let's say two copycats are playing against each other. Dua copycat play. Being nice players, but their first moves will be cooperate. Okay? And normally they just pay back each other's kindness and sing kumbaya until the end of time. But what if, while trying to reciprocate goodness, oh no, mistakes, miscommunication, misinterpretation, it shouldn't happen all the time in real life. But if the other person doesn't think it was an accident, oh no, times 2. The other player, being a copycat, had to retaliate, and you, being copycat as well, will also have to retaliate. Curang juga nih. Just like the Hatfields and McCoys, these two copycats will spiral into an endless cycle of vengeance, then start over a single mistake long ago. Tragic, but now there are the types of players who can deal with mistakes. Let's meet some new faces, or new hats anyway. Copycat. Hello, I'm like Copycat, except I cheat back only after you cheat me twice in a row. After all, the first one could be a mistake. Masih baik deh. Copy kitten. Simpleton. Hi, I try to start cooperate. If you cooperate back, I do something as last move. Even if it's mistake. If you cheat back, I do opposite thing as last move, even if it's mistake. Simpleton. I try to start cooperate. If you cooperate back, I do something as last move, even if it's mistake. If you cheat back, I do opposite thing as last move. Random. Monkey robot. Ninja pizza tacos. Well, I'm so random. Just place cheat and or cooperate randomly with 5 change. Alright, let's see how well these peeps do when they play in a tournament. Let's start with doesn't always cooperates versus our old winner, the fair copycat, and our 3 new characters, the forgiving copycatin, the dual simpleton, and the silly random. Oke, ini ada doesn't always cooperate versus our old winner, the fair copycat, and our 3 new characters, the forgiving copycatin, the dual simpleton, and the silly random silly. In each round of match, players have a small chance of making a mistake. Let's say 5%. Who do you think will come out on top? Think carefully, then place your bets. I don't want to think, so I'll choose. And I'll choose the copycatin. Yes. New character, copycatin, karakter baru. Only retaliates with a cheat if you cheated in twice in a row. Forgot who's who? Okay. Copycatin. Alright, you bet Copycatin wins. Let's find out. Use the controls to your left to start the sim in quick mode or go through it step by step. Okay, I'll go it through step by step. Okay. Simpleton. Simpleton yang menang. Yeah, but it was close, but no cigar. Simpleton wins. This is because Simpleton is actually capable of exploiting always cooperate. Okay. They both start cooperating, but if Simpleton makes a mistake and cheats, since always cooperate never retaliates, it will keep cheating them. Now let's try. Same thing as before, except instead of half always cooperate, it's half always cheat. It's a much less forgiving, more hostile environment. Who do you think will win now? Think, then place your bets. Always cheat. Copycat. Random. Simpleton. Copycat. Simpleton or always cheat. Simpleton starts with cooperate. Then if you cooperate in the last round, it repeats the last move. Even if it was an accident. But if you cheated in the last round, it switches its last move, even if it was an action. I'll just choose copycat. Step. Langsung kalah dia. Next. Kalah. Aduh, kalah. Si Alois cheat kalah. Wih, Copycat menang. You're right on the money. Copycat wins this time. That's surprising that with an even meaner star population, Copycat, a more forgiving version of Copycat, yes, was the most successful. Not Copycat is so forgiving it doesn't even entirely wipe out copycat. It shares room. In this case, a bit of miscommunication, 5% change of mistake each round could lead to more forgiveness. But is this true for all levels? Okay. Of miscommunication. Not Copycat is so forgiving it doesn't even entirely wipe out copycat. It shares room. Oke, dia nggak ini sama sekali ya, nggak akan nge-wipe out si copycatan ini. Tapi, but is this true for all levels of communication? Use this letter below to change the amount of miscommunication, then hit start. At 5% copycat wins. What happens at 0% or 20% or 50%? It only goes up to 50% because at the point every move is a coin flip. Okay, during each round. Okay, benar. 5%, and then we just want 10% change a player makes mistake. Start. Copycat and loss. Copycat win. Stop. 15. 20. Start. Reset. Start. Always cheat win. 30%. Reset. Start. Copycat win. Always cheat win. 40. 50. Come on. Oh. 6. Masih. 7. 7. Stop. Okay. 8. 8. Start. 9. 9. Start. 10. Always cheat. Masih belum. 11. 11%. Always cheat. Continue. The result turns out something like this. At 0%, the fair copycat wins. At 1% to 9%, the forgiving copycat wins. At 10% to 49%, the unforgiving always cheat wins. 10% up to 49%, the unforgiving always cheat wins. At 50%, nobody wins ever. Okay, this is why miscommunication is such an interesting barrier to trust. A little bit of it leads to forgiveness, but too much and it leads to widespread distrust. I think our modern media technology, as much as it has helped us increase communication, has increased our miscommunication much more. At least let's experiment with all the numbers, the knobs and sliders. Let's play in the sandbox mode. Population. Keren banget yang bikin game nih. Payoffs, biarin aja. Rules, play 10 rounds per match. After each tournament, eliminate the bottom 5 players and represent the top 5 players. During each round, there will be 5% chance player make mistake. Okay. Sandbox mode is totally optional. Feel free to skip it or play around. Once you're done, let's recap. Start. Copycat. No, Simpleton win. What if Simpleton only won? Start. Oh, stop. Simpleton loss. Okay, let's just recap what we learned today. Game theory has shown us the 3 things we need for the evolution of trust. Number 1, repeat interactions. Trust repeat a relationship going, but you need the knowledge of possible future repeat interactions before trust can evolve. Okay. Number 2, possible win-wins. You must be playing a non-zero-sum game, a game where it's at least possible that both players can be better off, a win-win. Number 3, low miscommunication. If the level of miscommunication is too high, trust breaks down. But when there's a little bit of miscommunication, it pays to be more forgiving. Of course, real world trust is affected by much more than this. There's reputation, shared values, contracts, cultural markers, blah blah blah. And let's not forget the biggest lesson. The biggest lesson is, if there's one big takeaway from all of the game theory, it is this. I like the animation. Because the game defines what the players do. Our problem today isn't just that people are losing trust. It is that our environment acts against the evolution of trust. Okay, I'll repeat. Our problem today isn't just that people are losing trust. It is that our environment acts against the evolution of trust. That may seem cynical or naive, that we are merely products of our environment, but as game theory reminds us, we are each other's environment. In the short run, the game defines the players, but in the long run, it's us players who define the game. So, do what you can do to create the condition necessary to evolve trust. Build relationship, find win-wins, communicate clearly. Maybe then we can stop firing at each other. Get out for our own trenches, cross no man's land to come together, and all learn to live and let live. Christmas Trust Between Opposing Trenches, illustrated by A.C. Michael, published in the Illustrated London News, January 9th, 1915. Love. Created by Nicky Case. Play my other stuff, follow my Twitter, download the music and source code. Based off Robert Axelrod's 1984 book, The Evolution of Cooperation. Read my footnotes for this game. Parent supporters. Wow, this game was very, very wonderful. I'll tweet about this. No, trust is why and tweet. Okay, that's the game. The Evolution of Cooperation, based from The Evolution of Cooperation book by Robert Axelrod. And thanks for watching.